To the last, I grapple with thee, from hell's heart, I stab at thee, for hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. I am, as I am, whether hideous, or handsome, depends upon who is made judge. A smile is the chosen vehicle of all ambiguities. Friendship at first sight, like love at first sight, is said to be the only truth. He piled upon the whale's white hump the sum of all the general rage and hate felt by his whole race from Adam down, and then, as if his chest had been a mortar, he burst his hot hard shell upon it. Better sleep with a sober cannibal than a drunken Christian. In this world, shipmates, sin that pays its way can travel freely, and without passport, whereas virtue, if a pauper, is stopped at all frontiers. A man thinks that by mouthing hard words he understands hard things. In this world, shipmates, sin that pays its way can travel freely, and without passport, whereas virtue, if a pauper, is stopped at all frontiers. We cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men. Truth uncompromisingly told will always have its ragged edges. There is one knows not what sweet mystery about the sea, whose gently awful stirrings seem to speak of some hidden soul beneath. There is no dignity in wickedness, whether in purple or rags, and hell is a democracy of devils, where all are equals. To produce a mighty book, you must choose a mighty theme. No great and enduring volume can ever be written on the flea, though many there be that have tried it. To know how to grow old is the master work of wisdom, and one of the most difficult chapters in the great art of living. Hope is the struggle of the soul, breaking loose from what is perishable, and attesting her eternity. There are certain queer times and occasions in this strange mixed affair we call life when a man takes his whole universe for a vast practical joke. Truth is in things, and not in words. There is no quality in this world that is not what it is merely by contrast. Nothing exists in itself. They talk of the dignity of work. The dignity is in leisure. Old age is always wakeful, as if, the longer linked with life, the less man has to do with aught that looks like death. To be hated cordially, is only a left-handed compliment. Whatever fortune brings, don't be afraid of doing things. Yet habit, strange thing. What cannot habit accomplish? There is all of the difference in the world between paying and being paid. There are some enterprises in which a careful disorderliness is the true method. He who has never failed somewhere, that man cannot be great. Art is the objectification of feeling. Heaven have mercy on us all, Presbyterians and pagans alike, for we are all somehow dreadfully cracked about the head, and sadly need mending. To be called in one thing, is oftentimes to be another. A whale ship was my Yale College and my Harvard. Faith, like a jackal, feeds among the tombs, and even from these dead doubts she gathers her most vital hope. It is impossible to talk or to write without apparently throwing oneself helplessly open. There is a touch of divinity even in brutes, and a special halo about a horse, that should forever exempt him from indignities. The march of conquest through wild provinces, may be the march of mind, but not the march of love. Is there some principle of nature which states that we never know the quality of what we have until it is gone? Some dying men are the most tyrannical, and certainly, since they will shortly trouble us so little forevermore, the poor fellows ought to be indulged. There are times when even the most potent governor must wink at transgression, in order to preserve the laws inviolate for the future. Amity itself can only be maintained by reciprocal respect, and true friends are punctilious equals. There are some persons in this world, who, unable to give better proof of being wise, take a strange delight in showing what they think they have sagaciously read in mankind by uncharitable suspicions of them.